Are you trying to understand a little bit more about Pinterest and how Pinterest works? Well, my name is Teresa Toledo. I am a Pinterest expert strategist, and I am going to be sharing with you something that came to my mind the other day, and I thought it was mind-blowing. But first, give me a like, give me a follow, and don't forget to stay until the end. I am sharing a great resource for you to get your business started on Pinterest in a split second. Well, more like 30 minutes maybe, but quickly and right away. So what I want to talk to you about today is that Pinterest is sort of like the stock market. And I am not a stock market expert, and pardon me if I say something that's not exactly how you think it is, but my husband is into stock market. He's been listening and studying and investing on the stock market for over 10 years now. And I'm always listening to what he's telling me. And I know that stock market has trends. We have the bears, we have the bulls, we have the movements, goes up and down and all of that. And it doesn't exactly have written rules for us to follow, but we know that, you kind of have to be sensible, and you have to be watching, and you have to be listening, learning, and understanding the trends in order to be able to predict what's going on, or at least to make a better choice when you're buying or selling. And Pinterest, the same way, there are certain trends, there is seasonality, there are things, there are movements that if we pay attention and we follow and we feel them, we can succeed much faster. So certain times of the year, people are searching for certain things. And just think about yourself when it's, before we in October, actually in September, we start thinking about what? Halloween. And then right after that, we start thinking about fall because, even September, we're kind of, done with summer. It's time to think about fall. Everything's changing. We start thinking about foods. We start thinking about Thanksgiving. We start thinking about Christmas. Actually, people start thinking about Christmas way earlier than Costco and Target. So you name it, all those trends are kind of predictable, and we know that they're going to happen year after year. The trends that we cannot predict are the trends that kind of happen unexpectedly, like when we went into quarantine and COVID and everything. And overnight, nobody would ever imagine that people would be searching for face masks. And all of a sudden, people started searching for face masks. So this is a trend that we couldn't have predicted, but once it started hitting, we could think, oh, I think this trend is coming and this trend is going to last. And if it related to your niche and business, you could have hopped on face mask wagon and kind of benefit from that rising tide. So the same thing happens with the stock market. There are a lot of insecurities when there is election time, when there is an outbreak, when there is a disease, when they find a cure, or when we hear news from other countries. We know how all those things really impact the market, no matter what it is. It's something that's out of our control. And we see that with Pinterest. So how can we navigate and take advantage from those movements, from those ebbs and flows? So what I usually do for my clients and what I teach is that you need to be wise. Aside from just putting your content out there, evergreen content, seasonal content, you need to be intentional. You need to think about when you're putting your content out there, even if that content already exists or if you are creating new content, I want to tell you, just be sensible. Pay attention to the platform and sort of follow the rules. And the very, very spoken rule here is that Pinterest is a visual search engine. And I cannot say that enough. Pinterest is not social media. Pinterest needs visuals because, hello, visual, and Pinterest needs keywords, search engine. So this is very important when you're trying to understand Pinterest. So pinners are on the platform searching for things. They want to try things, they want to do things, they want to buy things. They are not there to connect with you, to know what you did over the weekend, what you ate for lunch, what kind of cute little tricks your dog is doing, or what your kid is wearing for Halloween. Unless you are sharing with them how to make what you ate for lunch, how to teach a dog to do the tricks that your dog learned, how to dress their kids based on the Halloween costume of your kids. So this is what they're looking for. Now, unless you want to share them how to do things, how to achieve things, you are actually providing them with inspiration. You don't really have to share. So unlike what we do on Instagram, on Facebook, that we're sharing our daily lives and our thoughts, let's avoid that on Pinterest, and let's think about what are we teaching, what value are we providing. Then every time we share this, how do we share? We share with a pin, which is an image. We follow the size. Pinterest loves 2x3. That doesn't mean that you cannot try other size, but currently that's the size that the platform is always recommending. Make sure that your image stands out, because visual search engine, make sure that you have keywords. Keywords not only on your pin title and your pin description and the board where you're going to put that image into, but also on the text overlay if you're using text overlay on your image. Also keep in mind that you want to represent with your image what it is that you're talking about. So you don't want to use something that is completely different than what you're talking about. So if you are showing them how to do a dog treat, if your post is about how to teach your dog to do a trick, make sure that you have a dog doing a trick on the image. Don't put something that's not related. So think about how it is that what you have is going to be found and how it's going to serve your audience. Next step. Is that what my audience wants? Do a little search. See what people are searching for. See how people are searching. So let's going back to the example of, how to, if you're teaching how to teach your dog how to do dog tricks, how people are searching for it. Are they actively looking for, teaching their dog, what kind of tricks, what kind of words they're using, what is it that they want to know, and how you do that? Well, keyword search. You go on the search bar, you type in some keywords that relate to it, and you see what pops up. Usually, top pins, the first pins that you see, are the pins that are trending that way. And there's nothing wrong into being inspired about what people are pinning and what's being successful on the platform. So going back to our stock market, same thing. When you are buying on the stock market, you want to be sensible. How is the market going? What is trending? Is this share trending up or down? Is it time for me to buy? Is it time for me to sell? Same thing with Pinterest. Is it time for me to pin this? Is it time for me to refresh this image? Is it time for me to create a new piece of content with these keywords, and so on? So that's what I wanted to share with you. And I always want you to think about not only, not just dump content on Pinterest, but if you put the content with purpose and with intention, being sensible to what the audience wants and what the platform, it's a live platform. What is the platform looking for and how you can innovate and inspire, magic happens. And also you're going to be saving time because you don't have to be creating so much content. You just create enough to hit, the button and make things happen. Well, again, my name is Teresa Toledo, Pinterest expert strategist. Give me a follow. I would love to answer all of your Pinterest questions. Drop them below. Also, don't forget to check my how to, start your Pinterest account in 30 minutes or less PDF that I have below. And let's keep going. Let's connect. Thank you so much.